सबका स्वामी, तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तेरे चरणों में चारों
Somebody send her outside.
She'll make you proud, right? And keep watching over she, like your protection. You know you do it.
I need to know.
What to do it? Now?
Well, I didn't know that.
Ready, come up. Let's go up.
Press it right in.
Just okay, you can have me here, you can rest of the body here, ready?
Nigel.
Nigel.
Since I meet you 2012, 2013.
That's all over.
มีบล็อกถ้าดีดวงไว้ก่อนนะมีบล็อก
No, that's blocking the broadcasting one.
yeah yeah
อีกเล่มผมไปเขาไปด้วยนะ
check the board. Check the board just.
So now I'm done. That one on your own then. What's that? Bunch. Yeah, let me put
Marjorie Blue. Babe, I love you. And you'll carry this, remember? You always say, oh my God, want your clothes and heart. I buy blue for you, this is Marjorie. I said, blue for Marjorie. I say, I love you.
But you respond for him too.
And this is from Kendall, Nigel. All the boys and them. This for you. Yes, I love you, babe. I love you and I love you. Sleep in peace, babe. I'll never forget you, Nigel. I'll never forget you. I love you. Is it?
Alright, let me over that.
Andrew, they were doing two of them boys and I go down again and I'm going touch with them boys. Can I let you guide them? All the boys and
Come this side. This side. Tell them to buy that sana.
Well, if they go, that's up. Tell them to leave up.
Raise out to go to the Which one to put on the right?
Hai, Wan, sebentar aja. Ada 7 tu ada.
Baru. Baru ada.
Hah?
Baru ada ni.
Baru ada ni. Kau lain apa?
Main thing, followed by
Go behind bars. Can now.
Nice time. Very nice one.
Shine.
He right there.
Darren.
Where he go?
He got towards the road by the tree. I can see it.
Boleh start rasa.
Bukan aku mesti.
Boleh start.
Dia dah asal. Ada lagi fight.
Converse. Drink it.
Sambil.
Hai, what?
Walk right behind me, take some flowers and start behind the last piece. What shape again? Moving down in the mountain. Just a picture. Shivaya Swaha. Madhavaya Swaha. Narayana Swaha. Just a picture. Shivaya Swaha. Madhavaya Swaha. Namo Narayana Swaha. Govindaya Namaste. Kajaryam Samarpayami. Om Shamula Suto Brahma Shirmar Vejnat. Ushisagriya Sarve Sankarve Devyasya. Ushastam Padaka Chandanasya Mahatma Pachalo. Om Govindaya Madhavaya Swaha, Shivaya Swaha, Namo Narayana Swaha, Govindaya Namaste Prajalayam, Samarpayami Om Shamule Subrahma, Shamarve Janadam, Shisagraya Sarvaya Sankaraya Devayasya. Namaste Pavitro Papamashraya Padhartinityam with flowers. Madhava Swaha Udeshwari Swaha Namo Narayana Swaha Prajami Samarpaya Shamula Subrahma Shumadhyanarthanam Savaya Savaya Sankara Devayasya Ushastambhatakam Chandanasya Mahatapurya Pavitro Papanashriya Padam Bhakti Chandanasya Pratim.
प्रेम से बोल श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Those who will please stand. As we all now join our hands together, we now close our eyes as we all celebrate this wonderful life of this wonderful brother, this wonderful son, father, who has indeed impacted upon the lives of each and every one of us to such an extent that we are indeed here to give this family the strength that they need to overcome such times of trials and tribulations. And in so doing, we humbly ask for that divine form, Bhagwan Shri Krishna Prabhu. We thank you for giving him to each and every one of us. And furthermore, as his journey in this physical world has indeed come to an end, and his journey in the spiritual realm is about to commence, we humbly ask of you to guide him, bless him, protect him, ensuring that his journey here will indeed be an inspirational one, as he has indeed been on earth, so that he will be able to reap the merits of his karmas in the hereafter. Hari Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Sri Saraswate Namaha Sri Guru Charana Kamalabhyo Namaha Om Yam Brahma Varunanda Rudra Maruta Sunavanti Devyaistave Vedaya Sangha Padakramo Pradeshade Kayandiyam Samagra Yanarvastata Gate Namanasa Vashyandiyam Yogino Yasyandam Navidha Surasura Devaye Tasmai Namaha Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwanaram Gagan Sadrisham Meghavarnam Subhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalayayanam Yogi Viryagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayaram Sarvaloke Pranamatam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya Vishveshwaraya, Adiya Purushu, Aparampaya Malika Purushanarthaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. Prem se bolo Sri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki. Offer flowers by him. You all may be seated. Thank you. So it's sprinkling water 3 times. Om Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Amukotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Mukha Saneshaho Tiltuvachulistra Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. So see how some nice cooking here. Type of food. So whatever one you want to use, you give to that. Swim whichever one you want to use.
Swim umbrella. Good. Swim umbrella.
Om Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Mukha Saneshaho Khandham Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Good boy. Listen. So you think how it will ring? Just like going to Chandan, you put in a front of that for it. Om Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya very good. Lava. Prakasaneshaho Shri Pushpamala Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Om Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Prakasaneshaho Pushpamala Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. You are here on all of them. So you can start getting a little bit there. And you are gradually for Om Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Prakasaneshaho Deepasya Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam.
So walk behind me. Bow to daddy foot and stand behind the last person.
Om Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Prakasaneshaho Tiltuvachulistra Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Perfume. Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Prakasaneshaho Gandham Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Shri Chandanam Bindu Prachandanam Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Prakasaneshaho Pushpamala Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Om Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Prakasaneshaho Deepasya Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Om Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Prakasaneshaho Tiltuvachulistra Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Perfume. Chandan. Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Prakasaneshaho Gandham Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Shri Chandanam Nayadiyadayadaho Pratishthatam. Adhyamukha Kashyapavotrasya Mukha Pretrasya Below that, so you look at a nice design. Divas de Maya, Dia the Oberation, that young Karkash, Amuk Pray, the Similar Joe. Divas de Maya, Dia the Oberation. Omatyam Karkashapa Potrasyam Kapretasya Margasani Jodilgoyan Lister Mayadi Aneta Operation Matyam Karkashapa Potrasyam Kapretasya Margasani Jodi Gantam Mayadi Aneta Operation Gandhamayadi Aneta Operation Matyam Karkashapa Potrasyam Kapretasya Pushpamala Maya Diyate Tahu Preshram Tadyam Karkashya Putrasya Kapretasya Mrisani Javu Deepasya Maya Diyate Tahu Preshram Om Adhyam Karkashya Putrasya Kapretasya Mrisani Javu Dilgoyan Lister Maya Diyate Tahu Preshram Om Adhyam Karkashya Putrasya Kapretasya Mrisani Javu Gandha Maya Diyate Tahu Preshram Shri Chandanam Maya Diyate Tahu Preshram Adhyam Karkashya Putrasya Kapretasya Mrisani Javu Pushpamala Maya Diyate Tahu Preshram Adhyam Karkashya Putrasya Amukha Pretasya Mrisani Javu Divasya Maya Diyate Tahu Preshram
Take this one. Go with your left hand. So you're going like this, right? Everybody does that.
Om Adhyamukha Kashyapa Putrasya Amukha Pretasya. So now you take in your father's name in your mind, you all take his name in your mind as well. Mridakisa Anesha Vunimitama Isha Dekendo Maya. Take your names, so you all take your names as well. Diyate Tahu Pratishyam. Offered by his right hand on this side.
Yeah, this was another piano. Come back, put your hand like this now. Put your hands close to my lips, right? Come closer to the pen now. Apply the water to this part of your hand on top of the pen, alright? Good. Very good.
Adhyamukha Kashyapa Putrasya Pretasya Mridakisa Anesha Vunimitama put our flowers and arti. See you on the canvas pool, so you can grab flowers from here. Over the flowers right here now. Pushpamala Maya Diyate Tahu Preshram. Over the flowers. Good. Take a little arti, little arti here. Adhyamukha Kashyapa Putrasya. Very good. Mridakisa Anesha Vunimitama Maya Diyate Tahu Preshram. Very good. Take flowers in both please.
Yes, I
My friends, what can I say that all of us already, we're so much in shock as to knowing that the passing of this wonderful godson, this wonderful child, this wonderful friend, however you viewed him to be. A couple of days ago, his Dulahin called me, and in a panic state of mind, as I was on my way to Puja, I didn't have a number saved because I only mostly talked to Nigel. So when I saw this strange number and I hear commotion in the background, And she just blurted out, Nigel has gone. So I was like, who's this? Then after when she slowed down and she was able to pace herself and she told me, it's Ananta. And when she gave me that devastating news, it was as though an arrow had struck deep down within the hearts of each and every one of us as a community and even as a home. So much so, my dear friends, that when I told my mother and my wife about his passing, you know, everybody was so shocked because, you know, we knew him to be a very healthy type of person. It is no secret that Nigel and his entire family play a very vital and a very important role within our lives. So much so that just as when my father had passed away and the body was lying there upon the stage, I was standing one side and very emotional to myself. Nigel came on one side to pacify me, and another brother came on the other side to help me and to pacify me and to give me that strength. So seeing that I'm his guru, and for him to come forth, you know, many times we try to give ourselves our strength in regards to words. I say, boy, this is how life is, uncertainty of life. Srimad Bhagavad Gita teaches us all of these things. But it's only when a situation occurs to your life and it hits you like a ton of bricks that you realize uncertainty is always there. Every Sunday, as a law, he would pass and he would drop off doubles for us. Whenever I would have my procession to do Ganesh Utsav celebration, he would always be there to hand out doubles after we visurgin our murtis. Never charging as much as 1 cent for any of his donations. I have another one of my godson who worked very, very closely. A couple of my godsons who are actually here as well, Damien and Dave and all of them. These individuals, they have set the foundation. I know I always told Nigel, I said, why Nigel, when I die, I say I want you to be 105. Or when I be 20, or much ever I can. But nevertheless, my dear devotees, Nigel truly gave us a huge shock today. Well, a couple of days ago. But this is what Bhagavad Gita teaches each and every one of us, my friends. It teaches us something which is called tyaga, or renunciation. Renunciation means that we do not allow ourselves to be attached to the physical being, but we are renouncing ourselves from material attachments. Chapter 2 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita shows us the uncertainty of life when Bhagavan Shri Krishna is narrating to Arjuna in the middle of the Kurukshetra battlefield, when Arjuna had instructed Bhagavan Krishna, he says, Prabhu, place my chariot in the middle of this battlefield so I will be able to destroy my enemies one by one. Bhagavan Shri Krishna placed him in front of Bhishma, Pitama and Dronacharya, his great uncle and his guru, who were experts in warfare. My friends, when Bhagavan Shri Krishna purposely did that, he looked at them. He looked at the reaction of Arjuna as Arjuna fell back unconscious upon that chariot. Because these were the type of people that he grew up and he loved. These were the type of individuals who he respected. They laid the foundation as to him, as to who he was today. When Bhagavan Shri Krishna did that, he looked at Arjuna, he says, Arjuna, dekho, ye tumharo shatra. He says, look, there are your enemies standing ready and willing to fight. Do what you must. You have promised to come to battle and destroy all of those enemies who are standing opposite you. Now you must fulfill that duty, you must fulfill that desire. My friends, when Bhagavan Shri Krishna did exactly that, Arjuna is standing confused, not knowing what to do, who to turn to. My friends, regaining consciousness after falling back upon that chariot, he looked at Bhagwan Krishna and says, Prabhu, I'm not going to fight. For slaying these noble elders, what am I going to gain? Blood-stained pleasures in the form of wealth and its sense enjoyments. He says, we do not know which is favorable for us, whether we should fight or whether they will conquer us. And in so doing, Prabhu, I forfeit this war. I give up this war. If they want house, if they want land, if they want money, if they want all of these things, they didn't take it that way. I don't want them. I'll go from house to house and I will beg, and whatever somebody give me, that's what I will do in my life. Bhagavan Shri Krishna understood then and there that it was because of the attachment of the human body, or the attachment of these physical frames that have Bhagavan, that has Arjuna's mind clouded with judgment. Devotees, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, he spoke to Arjuna, he says, Arjuna, he says, you grieve over those who should not be grieved, yet you profess knowledge like the living. A wise man does not grieve for the dead nor for the living. He says, just as how the soul, the body goes through the process of boy, or baby, boy, man, and old age, so too the soul goes through that same process. He says, Arjuna, relinquish all of these feelings of attachment. Give up all of these feelings of attachment and stand your ground, perform your duty, and fight. My friends, there is a very beautiful bhajan, and it extols to each and every one of us very good teachings. It teaches us Samay Ram ko banne pata hai, Samay Sita har ramvaye, Samay kisi ko na chare, इंसान हो या भगवान, बाबा समय बराबर, कभी किसी के रहे दिन नहीं है, सब दिन एक समान, बाबा समय बराबर. That no 2 days in a person's life is ever going to be the same. One day you're happy, and one day you're sad. The question that we need to ask ourselves is, what different did I do the day before that I'm doing today that has me in such a predicament? If I were to ask you, son, what is the most dangerous snake? What will you tell me? What's it? Anaconda, right? I would think so too. But an anaconda does struggle and it squeeze here. Yes, you're very correct. But what if I tell you that there's a snake more dangerous than that? That even if that snake bites you, you could never open your eyes from that. And that is the snake of time. The uncertainty of time. You see, as the writer places that wonderful comparison to that serpent of time, just as how we do not know where we're going to be next 5 minutes, so do the uncertainty of time strikes. Yet still and for all, we plan that we are going to do this, we plan that we are going to do that, we plan that we are going to do the other. We set an alarm within our watch that tomorrow morning I'm going to do this. But do we know when that serpent of time is going to strike? None of us does. This is why, my dear devotees, as our Shastras teaches each and every one of us to live each day as it is indeed your last. Live each day, each action that you perform as an offering towards Bhagavan. Bhagavan Shri Krishna states so in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. He says, everything that you do, do it as an offering to me, and you will undoubtedly come to me. This is why, my dear devotees, this wonderful brother, this wonderful son, performed his duty. And in so doing, provided for this wonderful family and provided for each and every one of us joys, happiness, laughter, strength, and all of these things. That, with that we'll be forever grateful. My friends, we celebrate his wonderful life and we thank Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Prabhu. His journey has come to an end. Let his joy, let his laughter, let all of the sacrifices that he has made upon the lives of each and every one of us continue to remain and to resonate within our hearts forever. My friends, we join together in glorification of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. You know, this is what this type of individuals that we must be. You know, there was once a very noble sage, and this sage would get up every morning and he would go from place to place to place, and he would ask for alms, he would ask for donations. One specific day he went and he did not find as much as 1 grain of rice from anyone to give him. Not even a fruit, not even some water, nothing like that. So they came to an end, and as he began walking back to his home, he saw there was a Swami. He went to the Swami, he said, Swami, this is my situation. I pass from place to place. Nobody has even given me a mouthful of food or even a drink of water to satisfy my hunger like this. The Swami looked at him and he said, Sadhu, forget today. Don't worry about today. Tomorrow, look at it as a day of fasting. Tomorrow, when you get up, we will see about something else. Gotcha? Early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, when I say 4 o'clock, when I mean early in the morning, I mean like some of us at like 8, 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Early in the morning, he got up. I went Sadhu and Swamiji got up. They performed the daily oblations, the daily pujas and so on. The Swami is telling the Sadhu, he says, Sadhu, go ahead today. But before you go, I'm going to give you one of these glasses. He says, these glasses will show you the type of people they are in today's society. He says, only take food from a human. So these glasses will show you the true qualities of a person. He says, okay. We put on the glasses now. He said, you know what? Let me sit outside of the temple. Sadhu Baba is sitting with the glasses on. And he's watching. He says, you know what? Let me don't make too much of a judgment yet. So he take out the glasses and he put it on here like how I am. And he's seeing two individuals. Two nice ladies with sari and purli, and they're holding fruits and they're holding parasad and they're holding flowers and so on. He said, okay. When he's watching now, he said, let me go and ask him. He said, he remembered what the Swami told him. So he put on the glasses now. When he watched now, he's seeing two individuals going like this. Like two parrots. He said, but this is not a human. He said, no, I'm not going to ask. You know what that means? That means that they're going from all over the place. And they're only talking to this one business, that one business, and next one business. That's right. He went from person to person to person, and he seen people who look like snakes, he see people who look like dogs, he see people who look like cats and animals, all different types of insects and animals. This is okay. Until one specific evening, one specific time, when he was beginning to lose that glimmer of hope, he began traversing on the outskirts, and then that outskirts he's seeing one poor person with a shoemaker. And he began making shoes, stitching shoes and so on. He remembered the words of Swami. He says, if I put on only to take food from a person who is a human. So he put on back the glasses now, and when he's watching now, he's seeing that the only person who does these sorts of things, who actually treats anyone like a human, was the person on the outside. That person who has been discarded from society. When that shoemaker saw him, he ran, come, he said, Sadhu, Sadhu, bless me. Put on the glasses now, Sadhu is looking at him, face the same way. Then and only then by their devotees was Sadhu able to take food. My friends, each and every one of us have certain types of characters. We have certain entities within ours. Is one of those entities humans? Whenever you hear a person saying, look at this mirror, that person can actually be a human. You know, you often hear people say these sorts of things. But in truth and in reality, why does it have to take a bad act for a person to then make a judgment that, oh, that person is not a human? His actions may not be human-like, but his entire form is. My friends, live each life as it is indeed. Live each day and each entity that resides within your body as out of our human nature. Be kind, compassionate, loving, and most of all, supportive in all endeavors to ensure that this wonderful brother, just as how he was, giving a smile, giving a nice word to each and every one of us, an inspiration within our lives. My friends, we join together in this wonderful bhajan glorifying Bhagwan Shri Krishna as we pray to Him Parameshwara. Bless us. Om Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Vipati Paramanandam Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Jai Krishna Hare Shri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko Dukha dur kare Jai 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 Krishna Hare Jai Krishna Hare Shri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko Dukha dur kare Jai 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 Krishna Hare Jab charu taraf andiyara ho आशा का दूर किनारा हो जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो और कोई न केवल आला हो फिर तू ही मेरा मान करो जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय चाहे जो सब कुछ कर दे इसको भी अमृत कर दे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे इसको भी अमृत कर दे पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान रे जो भी तेरा ध्यान रे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Go for your flowers, my devotees. Flowers. So now I'd like to ask all five of you to step back a little bit. So what we'll do is that we'll call upon the immediate members of the family to come forth, to give their prayer, to give their offering, their flowers, their malas and so forth. And then you, the general public, will be given an opportunity to do as such, but in a very orderly fashion, which means that you'll be coming from by his feet. Dan will be putting some flowers across there for you, so you can put in some flowers. And if it is you that you are desirous of doing an arti, you will be given that opportunity as well. Within all this, I have my wonderful uncle in the back there, so Uncle Jai Sitaram. And most respectfully, I ask you to come forward and to give us a couple of bhajans.
Namaste, Sitaram, good morning to one and all. My dear brothers and sisters, today, as we have all gathered here to bid farewell to our dearly beloved who has gone to the great beyond, I too would like, on behalf of my family, to extend to this family our deepest sympathies and condolences on the passing of their loved one. And may Almighty God give them the strength and the courage to bear with their great loss. My dear friends, I have known Nigel for a couple of years, and he was like family to me. Whenever he came in my trade selling doubles, my granddaughter used to listen in the evening time. Nigel, come in, Nigel, come in. So he became, sometimes he brought his children in the car with him. So we were very close, and it was very sad to know that Nigel had to go like this. But never mind, Almighty God knows best, and his time has come and he has gone. Today he cannot ask Almighty God for anything, but we as friends, as family, as well wishers on his behalf, we can ask Almighty God that wherever his soul may be, let it find a comfortable place, and may that journey to the hereafter be a pleasant one. So with this few words, my friends, I'm going to do a couple of bhajans. Please join with me, simple songs for this occasion. The first song that I'm going to sing, the devotee says to Almighty God, that, O Lord, you have removed the troubles and difficulties of others in their time of need. Why not do so for me in my time of need? औरों के दुख हरो है तुमने, हमारा भी दुख हरो गोपाल। औरों के दुख हरो है तुमने, हमारा भी दुख हरो गोपाल। ओ हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल, हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल। औरों के दुख हरो है तुमने, हमारा भी दुख हरो गोपाल। ओ बनवारी कृष्ण मुरारी, ओ बनवारी कृष्ण मुरारी, नाथ नगर नंदलाल। हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल, हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल। यमुना तट पर श्याम मुरारी, आए गोकुल के नर नारी। यमुना तट पर श्याम मुरारी, आए गोकुल के नर नारी। यमुना जी है सूखे सूखे, बैल है प्यासे गैया भूखी। यमुना जी है सूखे सूखे, बैल है प्यासे गैया भूखी। आस लगा के सब बैठे हैं, आओ ब्रिज के पार। हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल, हमारे दुख हरो गोपाल। औरों के दुख हरो है तुमने, हमारा that I'm going to do. The devotee says to Almighty God, "O Lord, please do not let go of my hands. Please do not leave my company. For without you, O Lord, I am nothing." प्रभु जी तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो, हाथ न छोड़ो, साथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो, तेरे बिना कुछ कर नहीं पाऊं, चलते चलते ठोकर खाऊं, तेरे बिना कुछ कर नहीं पाऊं, चलते चलते ठोकर खाऊं, साथ सभी का चाहे छूटे, साथ सभी का चाहे छूटे, तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो, हाथ न छोड़ो, साथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो, सुख आए तो ना इतराऊं, दुख आए तो ना घबराऊं, सुख आए तो ना इतराऊं, दुख आए तो ना घबराऊं, सुख में न भूले, दुख में न भूले, सुख में न भूले, दुख में न भूले, मुझसे मुख ना मोरो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो, हाथ न छोड़ो, साथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो, तू है दयामय दया की मूरत, मन में बसी है तेरी सूरत, तू है दयामय दया की मूरत, मन में बसी है तेरी सूरत, मेरे बिगड़ी अब बन जाए, मेरे बिगड़ी अब बन जाए, ये मेरा विश्वास न तोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो, हाथ न छोड़ो, साथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो, प्रभु जी तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो, ले चले प्रभु जी की द्वारे मनवा, ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार, ले चले प्रभु जी की द्वारे मनवा, ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार, जन्म जन्म की प्यासा हमारी, जन्म जन्म की प्यासा हमारी, तू ही बुझावन हार, रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार, रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। जान न दीना ध्यान न कीना, जान न दीना ध्यान न कीना, कैसे होवे पार रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। जन्म जन्म की प्यासा हमारी, जन्म जन्म की प्यासा हमारी, तू ही बुझावन हार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। हरिद्वार गंगा और काशी, हरिद्वार गंगा और काशी, देखना एक बार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। जन्म जन्म की प्यासा हमारी, जन्म जन्म की प्यासा हमारी, तो ही बुझावन हार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। सब तीरथ है प्रभु चरणन में, सब तीरथ है प्रभु चरणन में, सालिग्राम बलिहार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। जन्म जन्म की प्यासा हमारी, जन्म जन्म की प्यासा हमारी, तो ही बुझावन हार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। रे मनवा ले चले प्रभु जी के द्वार। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन के जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन के जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। जिनके लिए है तूने महल सजाए, मतलब के यार सारे सभी है पराए। जिनके लिए है तूने महल सजाए, मतलब के यार सारे सभी है पराए। इनके लिए है कितना तूने दुख झेला, दो दिन के जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन के जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। काहे को तू आया जग में, क्या तुझको करना, नेकी करम कर ले दुनिया से डरना। काहे को तू आया जग में, क्या तुझको करना, नेकी करम कर ले दुनिया से डरना। पाप की अगन में गुर हो काहे को ढकेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला, आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। हाय की शरण तो हो जा, ध्यान लगा ले, जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले। हाय की शरण तो हो जा, ध्यान लगा ले, जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले। खेल जगत का सारा उसी ने है खेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला, आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। ये जिंदगी है प्यारे एक झूठ सपना, गैरों के दुनिया में कोई नहीं अपना। ये जिंदगी है प्यारे एक झूठ सपना, गैरों के दुनिया में कोई नहीं अपना। मिलते रहत हुए मैं हूँ अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला, आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला, आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला।
Thank you very much for those wonderful bhajans. So this way, I would like to call upon the temple in which Nigel or their wonderful fellows and they're associated with, and it is here decided to give us a couple of bhajans along with the beat of the tap.
Nigel was not only a good friend, but a true brother to us. His genuine care and concern for others were evident in every interaction, and his ability to lift others' spirits and the his human positivity was unmatched. His spirit will live on to the countless lives, his legacy of kindness and family will live on to his wonderful family. He will definitely be missed by times of good with very respectfulness. You know,
Tarigarum tarigare darum darum derum yenge na kanu teruwe.
this point in time, I'd like to call upon, well, our dear wonderful Nigel was associated with a group which is called the Triton Kings. And I believe that there is someone who would like, from that organization, would like to come forward and to say something.
There are many others. Nigel, what can I say? I've known Nigel for over 15 years. He was such a humble soul. When I mean a humble soul, he was always jolly, happy, and he always made jokes. Nigel actually came into the off-roading groups. We introduced him to the off-roading groups, various groups, where he would go to events and he would sell doubles. Even in our circle with the carnival committee, he would go to boat cruises and he would sell also. And growing up, I knew Nigel and his family really, really good, his wife really, really good. And I've known him to be a loving husband, father, brother, and a very good friend. On behalf of the off-roading committee and each and every one of us, I would like to say condolences to the family. And just one thing before I go, the day before Nigel passed, Nigel actually came to the garage where they were now doing some casting work as the day before. Every time Nigel come to sell doubles at the garage, he would bring a Coke for me. He knew that was my weakness. He would put it to the bottom of the cooler and he would say, boy, just take down your Coke down inside there. But that day, he came to the garage and he told me, he said, boy, I don't have your Coke today because I want you to stop drinking Coke. I want you to ease up on our Coke. Have a cream soda, they try the cream soda and see how it tastes in it. Don't worry, it's for your health, you know. And look what happened today, you know. So I just want to say condolences again and travel in peace, my friend.
Thank you very much, my brother. At this point in time, I would like to call upon the councillor of the area. Hi, most respectfully.
Patiram. There's very little words that you can say to bring condolences to any funeral, or especially one like this. While yes, I might be the councillor, I knew Nigel while we were going to school. While I knew Neil going to school, we actually went to primary school together. He was in a different class, but as with primary school, everyone, we played together, we liked together, and all of that. And then Neil grew up into this amazing young man and created an empire for himself. And then he continued his empire with his beautiful wife and children and so on. I know they can't accept it, and I'm still at awe as to how do we say goodbye to such a soul. How do we say, Nigel, rest in peace? It's difficult even to understand that tomorrow he's not going to be here, or all these smiles and joys that he brought to everyone is going to stop. I would stop by Nigel. In fact, he would see me passing and he would flag me down. Many days I say I'm not stopping because I try to ease up on the doubles. But then he'll pull in and talk. And now I'm thinking maybe he's pulled everybody in and talk to see how much doubles he can eat. Because I'll start with one and say, I want to eat one. I say, no, I'll give him a half. And then at there, 15 minutes and the conversation still going on. And some of us still eating those doubles. And I know he did it with everyone. Because many times in the past, there's no one that he didn't know, no one didn't find a friend in him. He was that person that was easy to talk to. No matter his fear, he had something to say. We are good friends, and he many times he would say, boy, hard luck, you know, don't mean for the pressure, but you see that road, boy? And he would go on. Wherever he may be, wherever he saw, he would call, hey, this person, check on this person, check here, check here. He was the deputy councillor for the entire area, because Nigel going to every road, everywhere. Nigel, you are going to be so missed. I can't even, I honestly wish that the dictionary created a word where we can understand. And once we say that word, we will know, you know, to give some sort of comfort. But there isn't that word. There's very little comfort that I can give to the family, his children, maybe time, maybe Bob will tell us time will make it easier. But at this time, I want us to all reflect on the life that Nigel lived. He lived a full life. He lived a short life, but he was happy. Every time he saw Nigel, he was happy. He was doing something. He was always trying to do something better for himself, for his family, for his community. He was always up to something. And let's remember that as we get today. Let's give our lives a little bit of purpose. Think about, you may not be here tomorrow, but you can do something positive today. You can do something positive for maybe just someone in need, or something positive for your family or friends. But more so, learn from Nigel's situation and try to live in peace with the people around you. Try to work out those, whatever grievances, make amends with. You never know what day is going to be your last. So live that life where you can be at ease, no matter when the Maker calls us, that you can say that you live a comfortable life. To the family and friends of Nigel, please accept my sincere condolences. It's not going to be an easy one, but God will give us strength, the family, the friends, and we'll take it from there. Sit down.
Thank you very much, Mike. I'd also like to call and recognize with the nominates all the council brother behind us, so most respectfully.
For this discussion of the Bhagwan Ki Jai, when Councillor Kimash came up, I assumed he was going to speak on behalf of both of us. But I'll use this opportunity to share my little bit. As you rightly said, absolutely no words of comfort can be shared with those very near and dear ones, especially his wife and children, parents and siblings, in a situation like this. Nigel and I attended, while Kim Raj and Nigel attended Penal Primary School, we attended Barco West Secondary together. Nigel is just a year older than me. And I think he's always been a very outstanding gentleman, because the color of the pants in Barco was still voice blue, but he had a lighter shade. So he stood out naturally from everybody for the entire tenure he was there. And he always had this bubbly, joyous personality. And while he would tell Councillor Kim Raj of all the issues in the different parts of the district, he was never afraid to share his opinion. He was never afraid to share what he thought on any particular matter. And I appreciated him for that. And it just shows that some of us, we would find a situation, we would find a problem, and we would just be quiet about it. But he was one who always felt it necessary to share his views and opinions on any particular matter. Nigel, he lived a life of duty. And in this life, he was a son, he was a brother, he was a father, he was a husband. And he provided a service to hundreds, if not thousands of residents and patrons of this famous Nigel Doubles. And I think that's such a remarkable thing. I know two people for sure that would dearly miss my nephews, because he was their doubles guy. You know, when they didn't like what their grandmother cooked, they'd be like, okay mama, we having doubles this morning. So they're patiently waiting outside when Nigel is going to pass. And I think he impacted everyone he met. And Nigel is just a year older than me, and I did not realize that he was related to so many people that I know. Auntie Pamela, and the Mohish Extension, Auntie Irma, and the Clark Road. And all of us are of the same age. And I think it's really heartbreaking, and it really is reflective when someone your age passes. You know, long time, the only funeral we go into is people who 60, 70. So you feel they live their life. But when someone of this age passes, it really makes you think, what am I doing? What am I fighting for? What am I living for? So I guess that's a lesson for all of us today. We are really uncertain of when our last breath is going to be. So while we're here, let's just be good human beings. Let's be kind, let's be loving, warm, and let's perform our duty to the best of our ability. So Tan, your entire family, we hope that all of the support here that we would have gotten over the last couple of days, that it continues. And I hope we all can be a pillar of strength for these children and for this family moving forward, because more than ever, they're going to need it. For the Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan Ki Jai.
So this one of them, like Paul Kadir.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to say condolences to friends and family and all the well-wishers on behalf of Mr. Nigel Ramlogan. He was a childhood friend to many. There are a few of us who are here presently and who couldn't make it because of unforeseen circumstances, right? I recently came back and I was savoring this moment, T doubles, and I was like, all right, you know what, we're going to go and have fun. Went, bounced him up, one turned to a few. And we had a lengthy discussion which lasted over an hour. I didn't know she was keeping track apparently because them, me and he remained there. And she said some things to me that will stay with me, right? And I was showing him about some business ventures and he said something to me I wouldn't forget. He said, Kader, I am content, I am happy with my little life and how it's going, and I wouldn't trade this for anything. That was one of the few things he said to me the last conversation we had, and that means so much to me, right? The next thing he told me was when I helped him pack up the car and they are ready to go, he was like, all right, jump on the bonnet, I'll be all right. I was like, you're serious? But I just want to say, he was a good person. Since he's small, growing up, he always liked peace, always walk away from any drama and trouble and things like that. And I'm very ambitious for that. They really say God is take the good ones first. Out of the friends, this is something good one. I want to meet the different. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I also like to welcome the brother of Nigel. Penal.
Pleasant good morning, each and every one of us. You know, there is no word to describe this moment. But a little food for thought. You know, when I go to a funeral, I always look at the dead person. And he's making a statement without saying a word. That you and I who are alive could understand our life is just a vapor. Like the flowers, it bloom in the morning, and by the evening it will wither away. Today we have Nigel. Tuesday I talked to Nigel. Tuesday morning, 6:32. Came by me, we talked, I gave him the worker, he said, we're not cut the land. Because every time you have to go and cut this land, he just borrow the worker. I said, boy, where's mine is yours, because I don't get my sister already, so I'm helping him. Right? He came, he brings salad roti, fig choker, fried plantain. I said, but I have good breakfast this morning, boy. Fix up everything, give him everything, and he go on 10 to 7 he go. I inside eating, and the sister called me and tell me, Nigel call and say, well, he's not feeling good. I'm going up there. I said, all right, no problem. She tell me you're responsive. I said, well, maybe the length of time, she usually too late. I ain't telling her nothing because I don't want to frustrate her because she's driving. But the whole thing about this is that we don't know when we're going to go. And now that we are alive, let us make peace with one another. He already made peace. He lived his life to the fullest. He was a committed husband, a committed friend, a committed brother, you name it. He wear all he had, even the cowboy hat he wear. He was a cowboy. So the thing today, I want you and I to understand, there's a time appointed unto man to rest. But the spirit will live on. What kind of spirit you want to live on today? Hate, bitterness, jealousy, malice? That is not the spirit of the Most High. So you and I today, let us learn from this. He did his part, and it was well done. Tananta, I don't want you worried. I don't want you sorry. Because you see, things are working for the better of good. Just from Tuesday to now, forget all the ills. A great philosopher said to look at a man yesterday that disrespect because he already moved on. What happened yesterday? Moved on. What happened today? Move on. Because tomorrow he's no longer here. You won't see him face, you'll just have a picture of him. Don't worry, don't stress yourself out. Because it didn't stress him for the last 4 days. So things going to work out. Your aim and your function now is your tree. Right? And you know you're going to get the help because the help coming from all about. You just have to make a phone call. So with you and I this morning, let us learn from this stage. He can't do nothing again for his wife and children, neither for you and I. He did everything in his time. So let us take a page from his book and try to live a life just as he lived. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my wonderful brother. Within all this, I feel very, very happy to also have my uncle, Patiram, who has taken time off his busy schedule because, I mean, as your brother rightfully said, that is the type of person that he was, as the council member rightfully said. He truly inspired everyone who was able to give a person a happy smile or even a place of joy. So he also, Panditji, who has also been closely associated with this family as well, he's also your godfather. And share a similar bond as myself as well as his family. So I would like to ask you most respectfully, Panditji, to give us your blessings.
Blessing around each and every one of you all. When I heard this news, it was very, very shocking, not only for me alone, but for everybody else who knew Nigel. I'm coming from the temple, and on Sunday morning I've been running Ramakrishna Mandir for years. And everybody here also extend their condolences to the members of the family on this great loss. Nigel and his Dulain on Sunday morning, they knew we will come, we will eat from home, and he will prepare a nice channel and give it to us. It was such a nice, wonderful gesture. Because after you offer prayers in the morning, you feel hungry. And that was such a great blessing. So we know that once we are born, one day we all have to leave the world. And so born too soon, but definitely we will not forget him at all. I pray that Bhagwan will bless the Dulain, who will be the closest person to him. And of course, all of this right now is like you're in shock, you don't understand the reality of what is happening. But as time will go, you'll probably hear a song, you'll probably see something that you like, and then that will bring back this grief as an avalanche of sorrow. So what do? We have to understand the Creator, Bhagwan, who created this world, created it like this, that once we are born, one day we all have to leave the world. Bhagavad Gita says, Jatas Sahi Dhruva Mrityu, Dhruvam Janma Pratasya. That once we are born, we all have to leave the world. And so the turn has come for our dear beloved Nigel. And we pray that Bhagwan will bless the soul of the departed first and foremost, and then also to bless the members of the family and give them the strength and the knowledge and the ability that they need to face up to this great challenge. This is definitely something that all of us have to undergo. We can run, but we cannot hide when this time comes. So I'd like to offer a prayer. Let's join together in this prayer, asking Bhagwan to bless the soul of the departed, and also all of us, because this is not your loss alone. This is a loss for all of us. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Anadini Dhano Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundarikaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. Anadini Dhano Deva. God, you are without beginning, you have no middle, you have no end. But in order for us to create a relationship with you, you are shown as a human being with 4 hands. And in these 4 hands, you hold 4 different implements. You hold different articles in your hand. The Shankha, the Chakra, the Gada, the Padma. And all of these things are highly symbolical. Now is not the occasion to explain these things. And in order for us to understand you, this is how you are shown. So our prayer to you, pray that may his soul achieve the goal for which it came onto this earth. And most important, let it be happy. Thank you very much. God bless you all. My sympathies with the members of the family. That means all of us. Jai Shri.
So at this point in time, I'd like to call upon one of the sisters of Nigel, Melissa, to come forth and to give us
a life story.
Dear Ramlogan was born on the 19th of August, 1990, to loving parents, Asha and Penal Ramlogan, the last of 4 children, whom we lovingly call Nigel. Nine. His favorite color being blue. His favorite food, white arrows and sour roti. And he loved a pineapple chow. He was such a lovable child, the life of our clan. He soon became our grandfather's eyeballs. Things were so great between Aja and Nigel. At the age of approximately 7 years old, he somehow drove Aja's car down the gutter by the neighbor's mango tree. I told Aja, watch where I park your car. And you know what? Nigel did no wrong in Aja's eyes. And the same goes for our Auntie Pamela. He was so loved by Auntie Pam. When he's not at home, you're sure to find him by Auntie Pamela and Uncle Harry with our Aja. Our parents worked hard in nurturing Nigel. They did the best to their ability. Daryl and Nigel were a team growing up. Wickedness was a must. They would trouble me until I cried, but it was all love. I remember being sick, and while sleeping, Nigel and Daryl lifted me and put me in the yard to sleep. When I woke up crying, Nigel telling me I'm laughing. Mommy said, the sunlight will make me better. Pranks on each other and on the rest of us were a must. I remember Daryl and Nigel and Cantor. Don't tell me no. When mommy cut their hair, it would be straight. But I had very curly hair. And they'll tell me, you, they find you by the fig tree. You're not our real sister. And I bawling and crying and asking my mother, Ma, that's true? Big 12-year-old baby teenager still cry. Now I can remember that because when she met Nigel, I still cry over that. Besides that, they were always a hard-working team and learned very quickly from our parents. At the age of 12 years old, Nigel went and sold doubles with our father's doubles bike. And when he finished, he took all the money and bought whatever he think Mommy would want from the grocery, just so that she will be happy and smile. The joy on his face and how his eyes beamed with pride when he reached home that day was truly remarkable. During his childhood days, Mommy was his hero. Once she's happy, Nigel was good. He'd eat from her plate and play with her. He worked hard alongside Daryl, making sure we were always happy. He was the best cook, always tidied after everything he did. A trait he learned from our father. Even though he was the youngest one, he took care of me in secondary school. When I'm sick, when I'm sad, when I was furthering my education, he supported me all the way. When I broke my foot, Nigel will take turns with Daryl to lift me like a baby and move me around the house to wherever I wanted to go. For my wedding, he not only worked hard with my parents at home, but he went to Rio Claro and helped my husband fix where we were going to stay and made sure it was perfect for me. He spent so many nights with me and always made sure I knew he was there, even though I live so far away from them now. We did many things together: beaches, malls, making coke at home with Brandon, Damian, Kadir, Hayden, and maybe 2 others. He was the one who found my guru, Pandit Sajam K. Sumaraj, and told me, we will christen together, and that we did. He was the one to take me to visit my guru and spend time with him and our godmother. We did almost everything together, even getting our driver's permits on the same date. When he was working at the supermarket and Mommy finished cooking lunch, I would take Daddy's mountain bike and drop hot lunch for him. Anything I was going through, Nigel was my rock and pillar as his sibling. During my pregnancy, when my husband was working, he would keep me company, take me to all over Westmore, Macri, with our eldest sister, Patrice, supported every move we made. For the birth of my daughter, he was there with me, opening that wheelchair, and he buffed the doctor. He told him how to sit. It's hard, she can't open that. And then he rolled me into the room, making sure Andy was okay, and every one of my immediate family were present for her birth. When I left Penal to return to Rio Claro, Nigel went to ensure I did not have much to do and helped me with being a new parent, even though he was the smallest and single then. He prayed with me, and that is one thing. Nigel taught me to pray and fix that flowers properly on that baby when I have prayers. Said, don't let Babs, don't send gurus here fixing that or how you know you get up of learning. No. The villagers, my sisters-in-laws, my brothers-in-laws, and my in-laws, they all loved him. And he assisted any one of our extended family in any little way he could. He was truly a family man, and it was even more prominent when he found the love of his life, Ananta. I remember that day when he told me, I found her, you know, Mom. It's like, okay. He had 3 beautiful children, Dalia, Alejandro, and Delina. The family he built was his pride and joy. He lived solely for them, putting everything aside for them, ensuring they were happy. When I visited in Penal, which was almost every weekend, he would be feeding his children, and even my daughter, ensuring their bellies are filled and they are all okay. My daughter, she doesn't like to eat and I said, Mel, come outside, let Nigel handle her. And he would make sure that she eats and she doesn't get sick. He taught his 3 babies to pray, be kind, caring, and disciplined. For he was the disciplinarian in our family when it was needed. God, I thank you for his blessings, and I thank you for blessing us with Nigel for 34 years. Keep him in your arms and give him comfort in knowing this is your plan. Goodbye, baby brother.
It's really a very emotional time, you know, whenever they share these sort of experiences, especially from birth and doing all of these things together, you know, and also being a member of the family who truly loved it really does take a toll. So at this point, I would like to call upon the daughter of Nigel, who has made a speech, but she's very much emotional right now. So Ananta has opted to give this speech on behalf of Dalia.
Patiram, everyone. Nigel, Daddy, Phil, was an awesome, kind-hearted, and hardworking person. Nigel would always try to assist anyone whenever they needed help. He was always a positive person, and whenever we go through hard times, he would say, "Don't worry, everything will work out." Daddy would always make sure that we have food supplies, vitamins, books to school, and happiness. He would make sure he carried us to different parts of the country to explore and enjoy. Daddy was and will always be the gem of my heart and the gem of my mommy's heart. Daddy, we didn't know today would be the last day we saw each other. We love you and we miss you. From Dalia. And this is from me, Nigel. You teach me to be a strong woman today. You teach me plenty things in life. You always said, "Babe, don't worry, you'll get through. Don't say nobody else. Whatever you want and whatever you read now, but to make sure and get great." Right? When you come home, you say, "Babe, did you eat?" "Yeah, bring my food for me now. I'll have a glass of ice, bring it now." And when you're done, you have to bake something too. If you really want to feed you, when they get fat, they say you're not feeding them too much. Everybody knows that. But Nigel, honestly, to God, they give me strength and courage today here. I really miss you. It's a gem of all that we had today. You shape my heart like glitter. If I find a piece of put it back in. But Nigel, I would say, I love you. And thanks for being a wonderful husband and a father to all of us here. Thanks.
Praise the Lord, Subhanallah, we had a lot of games. So at this point in time, I'd like to call up all of the shorters to come forth. And as we offer our second Penal, and then a couple of moments we shall be able to leave to go to that final place of rest. So shoulders, you all can have So as we are waiting on one of the main shoulders, let us all join together in this little prayer, asking of the divine form Bhagwan Shri Krishna to be a part of this wonderful brother's journey. Oh, here he is. Come on. So, how you hold it? Become it. Om Adhyamukha Kashyapa Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya, take his name in your mind. Dvadesh Panta Nimitam Vishnudeva Dovaha Esha Depindo Naya, take your names. Diyate Upadeshatam. Put your hand. Om Adhyamukha Kashyapa Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Pradakasane Shavadato Yanjusta Maya Diyadeta Upadeshatam Shri Pushpam Bindu Pati Maya Diyadeta Upadeshatam Arti Adhyamukha Kashyapa Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Pradakasane Shav Deepasya Bindu Pati Maya Diyadeta Upadeshatam. Take some flowers in your hands. So my friends, as we are slowly coming to the end of this Anteshtikar and Sanskar, I want that today, as this wonderful brother leaves this physical form, that each and every one of us, that's how you're able to show the family, this wonderful brother, the success that is needed, that you all will continuously show this family that the support that they need as well. A couple of nights ago, we spoke to Ananda, and she said she's never going to allow her husband's name vanish. So what that basically means is that she's taken over the helm of this wonderful ship of Nigel's Doubles, and the support is always going to be there from our family and from each and every one of you. My friends, do not allow the sacrifices and the demon which he has made go down the drain by not supporting this wonderful family, because this is how he was able to give smiles and warmth and comfort to each and every one of you. So too, it must be returned as well. So my friends, we all join together in this closing prayer. We clasp hands together, we close our eyes as we ask of that divine form, Bhagwan Shri Krishna Prabhu, with you we have come, so too with you we depart. We humbly ask of you if there are any shortcomings in our Deshikar and Sanskar, to kindly forgive us. Bless this wonderful soul, bless his family, give them the strength that they need. Hey Prabhu, Ashirvad karo. Om Anadenu Dhanu Deva Shank Chakra Gadadara Achaya Pundari Kaksha Preta Mokshara Prado Bhava Krishna Krishna Kapalukam Agatir Nam Agatir Bhavam Sansara Gananam Prasidam Purushottamam Hiranyagara Vekta Vekta Surupani Asya Preta Samuksha Suprado Bhava Sarvada Om Deva Sasantatu Om Deva Sasantatu Om Deva Sasantatu Ram Nam Ram Nam Ram Nam Ehi Satyagati. So my dear devotees, on behalf of this wonderful family, thank you very much for coming out and giving the family the strength and the support that they need. What we will do now, okay, flowers. What we will do now is that we will leave Nigel over here just for about 5 or 10 minutes. So those of you all who didn't get an opportunity to see him would be given the opportunity. I also ask that we keep a nice traffic situation going over here. Do not stand up and block for too long. Come, you make your little prayer, you make your little offering, and give another person the opportunity to do so. I also see we have our Tassa brothers as well, who are also present here, so I believe that a procession as well will be done. So my dear friends, thank you very much once again. Jai Sita.
Alright. What color I want? Red or green?
Yeah. Hold on to that. I see you going here. You want to try to do our seat, Awan? You want to try to do our own? Awan? Kapunya. Make sure you pick it up. Again, ready? No go here, please. Sure. Wanna carry up this? Huh? Wanna carry up this? Take control in your drive up now. Right? Drive up now. Come back and then we'll remember when we heavy. Huh? Heavy. Really?